Ooh, good morning. This is gonna be my 24-hour reading vlog for her kid. I've just finalized what I'm gonna read, which is difficult. I wanted to do it kind of like the one for her kid 1.0, some like combining rules here, because this is one I didn't get to. I didn't know how to plan for it. I've seen a couple of people's videos now, and so definitely gonna do it 2.0 this time. I'm attempting not to double up at this point in the year-long Her Kid challenge. So that was also a challenge, like not having books that I need to read for other prompts. The big thing with the first round's 24-hour readathon was you had to read 3 books. One book had to be 300 pages or more in that 24-hour time period. So that's, what I'm trying to do. And then for Her Kid 2.0, that rule doesn't matter. There's not a minimum of 3, or maybe there is a minimum of 3 books. I don't remember now. I did look it up last night. But it says, as many as you can in 24 hours. Take a day to read as much as you can. Challenge yourself, to read 3 or more, but you can use any format that works for you. Then submit the books you read by clicking here. I could have done this at any point over the weekend, but I didn't, because honestly, I got into fan fiction, and that was the end of that. And I could wait till the next weekend, which is usually where I can pick a day where I wind up reading all day. But next weekend, Friday, we are traveling to Georgia, and I'll be away till the 3rd. So I'm gonna do that then. Yeah, so it says, somebody asked, do I have to read for a full 24 hours straight? No, please feed yourself and take breaks. But you do need to do a continuous time frame without going to bed. Naps are okay, and that's great, because I think like a midday nap anyway. But once you hit the hay, that's the end of your time. So what do I have? Cat Gamer Volume 2 by Wataru Nadatani. I read Volume 1 for another. Well, this is the August pick, or Volume 1 and 2 are the August picks for the Realm of Comics and Kidlit Book Club. Don't ask. I'm still stumbling over the name of the thing. My 300-page book, it's 301 pages, I think. Yep, exactly 301 pages. Welcome to Hyunam-dong Bookshop by Hwang Boreum, translated by Shauna Tan. I don't remember. I've had this since like January, I think. Yeah, this was a Pages and Prose pick for January. I wound up reading, or no, I never got to it, which is fine. These both would also fit for the BTS book club prompt for this month. I'm reading a translated work, so And then there's Us. If I could get it to show up without the glare. This is a graphic novel by Sara Soler, translated by Sylvia Peria Labayen. I was not aware it was also translated, so BTS Book Club, here I come. It is, or was, the what book club? The Realm of Kidlit and Comics book club pick for last month that I never got to read. And then, if I have the time, I could read another book in the Cole McCade's Criminal Intentions series. I can pick up an audio book. Also on Hoopla, because I looked for an ebook, and the 5th one in the series, which I'm up to, is not available from Libby, but it's Witchcraft. That's the 5th book in that series, so I got a lot to do today. I wasn't gonna do this intro right now. I did wake up not too long ago, but here we go. It's 8:59, so I guess I'll go from 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. There is a possibility. No, because if I go to sleep tonight, that's it. That ends it. So anyway, I have been badly going to sleep at like 2 a.m. But I still woke up at 7:30, so nap is gonna happen. Around 2 o'clock, I'll just be nodding off in the middle of whatever I'm doing. Tomorrow, I do want to go do stewardship, and that's usually in the morning, so we'll see how late the sleeping goes. I do have to wash clothes. I do need to do some work. I do want to edit and upload a video, though that's not as much of a priority. I do need to cook tonight, so that's why I'm considering the audiobook. I do have another audiobook already going, but that's a big chunker, and I started it already, so it doesn't count as 24 hours. But yeah, I'm also wondering, like, does it matter? Just continue the audiobook while I'm doing other stuff. Don't worry about it being for the 24 hours. Anyway, it's 9 a.m. I didn't mean to start like on the top of an hour, but here we go. I haven't gotten dressed. I haven't eaten. I barely looked at social media, so let's see. I guess we do check-ins. I'm gonna start with Cat Gamer Volume 2, just, slow morning, and figure out my breakfast. This is a cute little bookmark I got from the library. The New Amsterdam Library. So let's go. So this is Volume 2. I read Volume 1 the other day. This series is about a Japanese office worker who's also a gamer. She does like no overtime at work. She makes sure all her work is done by 5 p.m. so she can leave, and she's not given new work before she can leave. So she can go home and be a gamer. That's her peace in life, a relaxation and all that stuff, which is the case for a lot of people nowadays. However, one day while she's at work, a security guard finds a stray kitten and asks everyone if any in the office, like, if anyone wants to take her home. And our Riko surprises herself by saying yes. So she's basically adjusting to life as a pet owner, a cat owner, a kitten owner, while also being a gamer. It's cute, it's chill, it's cozy. I appreciate stuff like this. So that's why I'm gonna start with it. I was like, oh yeah, this will really count towards the BTS book club translated work because I have not read anything else that's translated this year. And as you saw, it's like, hey, the 2 other books I'm planning to read are translated, so I'm thinking, should I'll just keep it in mind if, you know, because there's a whole other square for reading translated works. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to wake up and while I read this.
So what are you currently reading?
Well, I have some options. So, I am reading Women Who Run with Wolves, and I'm really trying very hard not to be in it for the second time. So, it's just so dense. It's so dense.
Hear what we got up to. We'll talk with you guys for a bit, and we'll go into what it is right after that. And yeah,
So I guess I'm starting at what time is it? Where's my phone? Where is my phone? Focus. 9:25. If I can get it to focus. Zoom out. Let's see if it'll focus now. Yeah, it's 9:25. I'll go with that. I mean, after eating breakfast, I got dressed. Nicole at, let me get the right channel because I follow a couple of Nicole's. Noteworthy Fiction does 12-hour sprints on Mondays. Another reason why I was like, well, I can attempt it Monday. Not a day after fact, but yeah, I put in some eye drops, but still teary. Got dressed and I'm gonna eat breakfast. I usually read while eating, so let's do it. Okay, I'm back. So like, I finally finished Cat Gamer Volume 2. Probably gonna stick with this at 4 stars. I like, I said the Volume 1's, I think, sort of kind of ended on a cliffhanger. It's not the same because this is a very chill series, but we start up immediately back with that. I like the discussion about pets, Instagram accounts and people who make them and taking photos and stuff. I personally am allergic to cats and dogs, so no pets for me, and I kind of live vicariously through the stories of my friends and the pictures they send of their pets and, social media and pets. So I appreciate you all, those of you who are taking care of your pets properly, not just using them for clicks. But yeah, it's quite often, at least for me, very relaxing and heartwarming. We learn a little bit more about Rico, but also about the shopkeeper. If I can find her name. She's been in quite a few chapters, both in this volume and the other. But because Rico is a gamer, she just keeps referring to this woman as the shopkeeper, to the lady's complete confusion. Not a gamer. But yeah, we learn a little bit more about her, and Rico learns a little bit more about her cats, names it and everything. It's all very cute. Yeah, I like it. I did look, and I think there are 8 volumes at least out. I didn't check more to see if it was a complete series or not, but I wouldn't mind completing it. But that is my 2 Realm of Kidlit and Comics book club books done for the month of August. I also started listening to It's Witchcraft by Cole McCade. And yeah, this series is like a police procedural TV show. So, Chicago PD, NYPD Blue Bloods, sorta like that. So every book is an episode, and I started this last year, and I really do want to get through the seasons. I'm not exactly sure why they're called seasons yet, but I know the book covers go from blue to purple. There's another color as well for the third season, or the third season is purple, the second season is pink, maybe, I think I'm remembering correctly. But anyway, I'm still season 1, episode 5, It's Witchcraft.
Division of Recorded Books presents Criminal Intentions, season 1, episode 5, It's Witchcraft, by Cole McCade, narrated by Kurt Bond. 0. Bodies like sheep. Logan Wilde has never been seduced in his life. It's never been necessary, really. He's always been matter of fact about his desires and prefers.
We're following two police detectives, Sanjay and Malcolm. Sanjay recently moved to, I think it's Baltimore. They're in, but I could be wrong. Sanjay just moved there from LA, and he's been partnered with Malcolm, who is like the total lone wolf type. Literally, people just keep describing his looks as wolfish. This is because has all the rep in it. Sanjay is ethnically North Korean, and that's where he was born and raised for a little bit. And his background is a bit of a mystery because he refuses to divulge it. Malcolm is Persian, and he is older, which I love. Like, Sanjay is probably in his late 20s, and I mean late 20s, early 30s, but Malcolm is pushing 50, or in his 50s, but not late 50s. I don't know why I'm trying to like remember details like that, because I never do unless looking at it. But anyway, so there's an age gap. They are attracted to each other and fighting it, and then love it. The captain forces Malcolm to have a partner, and that is Sanjay, who's just come in. And what we do know is that when Sanjay worked in LAPD, there's some bad blood there, and there's suspicions of working for the government before that, I think. But anyway, so yeah, we've got lots of tension, and I live. But we also get with each book a different like case that they're working on. And it starts out like, for me, Criminal Minds, so where we kind of see the murder happen, or the most recent murder if it's a serial killer in that case. In Criminal Minds' case. So we see the murder happen either from the victim or the murderer's perspective. In the beginning, it's written, but we don't know usually why this is happening. And then the next chapter is back, you know, with either Sungjae or Malcolm's perspective as they're going about their daily lives, they're working, they get the case or whatever. So I'm only an hour and 20 minutes in, which is ridiculous because it is almost 4 p.m. And I'm pushing nap time. I went to the library to pick up another book for her kid, my July read, because I've changed my mind. I need to cook dinner. This is what, like, this might not work. I finished one book. Yeah, so cooking dinner, I'll put on the audiobook. I'll probably need to get started. It's already 4. And we've been eating at acceptable times of day today, so I can't even be like, yeah, we'll eat it like 9. Like we have been the last couple of days. About to start. Welcome to Hyunam-dong Bookshop. I'm not exactly sure what this is about. Except a girl who has a bookshop. Like I said, it was a Pages and Prose Book Club pick for January. So, I don't know if this is gonna happen. It looks like it reads fairly quickly, but my attention is scattered. And like I said, I would like to take a nap. Like, now is the time. If not, now, like, between 2 and 4 is when I take a nap. When I, like, start to get tired. And I feel it. But what happened is, I was just on my phone. I got my laundry together. That's when I was listening to the audiobook, and I paused it. Because I was putting the laundry in the cart. Getting all the things I need. Laundromat doesn't close till 7, but last wash, if you're going to use a dryer, is at 5. It's already 4. It's also more people are going to be there, but I'm thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to go do stewardship at the park. That's from 10 to 12. After that, I can wash my clothes. But I also know it's usually tiring for me. But I can just wash my clothes tomorrow and just focus on dinner. I think that's for the best. I often just struggle, like, getting my laundry together and washing it on the same day. Let's not talk about putting it away. Oh, but the problem is I took sheets. It's okay. I have to make my bed now. Because I took my sheets off to wash. Anyway, I don't care about this. I'm gonna start reading this and we'll see if I can get a nap in. It is currently, oh dear God, I checked before, 9:53 p.m. So we're a little bit past halfway point. I'm going with 9:25. It doesn't make a big difference. But yeah, that's when the first sprint started with Nicole, and I, like, for reasons unnecessary, I didn't start until she started her first sprint. So, anyway, 12 hours. I know I'm gonna sleep. I'm that type of person that if I sleep well, I sleep 7-8 hours. If I sleep 7 hours, I'm definitely 7, 6, 5, I'm definitely having a nap in the middle of the day. I only had about a half an hour nap, so I don't think it's gonna go well. So at this point, halfway through the 24 hours, or excluding 8 hours of sleep, two-thirds, what? Hold on, I can't map. Yeah, we're that would leave me with 16 hours of awake time, and we're 3/4 of the way through that. So I got roughly 4 hours of reading left. I got 2.5 hours roughly of It's Witchcraft left, and oh boy, I'm not gonna say much because I started a kind of spoilery reading vlog for this series a while ago. This is the 5th book, but I'll put a couple of clips in here so you can see like reactions, because woo boy, this is a slow burn. The romance part of things, these are 2 guys with issues, and their work prohibits them from certain things, as most jobs do, and so they just like pretend like there's nothing. But there's been a few slips here and there, and like the last hour maybe of the audiobook, it has been this great conversation between them that has not happened. Like honesty and speaking about your emotions. Who are we? And I vaguely remember starting this series for a certain type of LGBTQIA plus rep, and now it has been confirmed, and I was like, yes. Obviously it's not the G part, so yeah, like I'm like finally. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. I have gotten a little into Hyunam-dong. Welcome to Hyunam-dong Bookshop, and I'm enjoying it. But this is a slow, comforting read. This is not something I can speed through. It's part of it is translation, but part of it is it's just beautiful writing about books and the main characters. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do want to finish. I want to continue it. It's just this doesn't. Well, I could put it for a translated work, right? I said that. But I had specific books in mind for that prompt, so I don't know. What I'm thinking is, I'm definitely going to finish It's Witchcraft tonight, and what I want to do is then pick up Us and read that. It's a graphic novel. It's over 100 pages, but it's a graphic novel, so not as much text, and also finish that tonight. Let's get back to It's Witchcraft. I'll let you know when I finish it, what my rating is, and when I start Us. Good evening. It is 11:25 p.m. I've got about an hour left of It's Witchcraft. I had to pause. Sorry. Oh no, not even an hour and 15 minutes maybe. 20 minutes left of It's Witchcraft. We're getting into the meat and potatoes of the case. Finding the bad guy. I needed a break. So I've started Us, and this is not what I thought it was. It's a graphic memoir, autobiography about 2 women, Sara and Diana, and Diana's transgender transition story. Let me look up the author, because I did not know that. So this is not the cute romance I thought it was. I mean, it could be. I'm enjoying the art style, which is Sara. So she doesn't have a website, but Google says Spanish graphic artist. I'm assuming they mean from Spain. The Instagram and that I looked at, definitely in Espanol, but doesn't say about ethnicity or nationality or anything like that, so it is what it is. But this is cute so far, and they had like a little intro, like this is what this book is going to be, and it's going to be about us and all of that stuff, so I cannot wait. Read 23 pages so far, and I don't even know how long it's been, but not even 15 minutes, I don't think. So we're doing well. I might pause in a bit and get back to the audiobook while I put new sheets on my bed. I just needed a break from the audio. Good evening. It is 12:24. I've just finished It's Witchcraft. That might be a 5-star. It's so interesting because the last book was more like introspective, a little bit of a character study, a moral, exploration. But this, we got so many reveals. The last hour or so was more with the secondary characters and maybe some tertiary that I thought. But we got a little bit more with Hwang, some stuff with Sage, and there. I keep being surprised when we get a quick point of view from the captain, which we did, and then who else? Oh yes, the overarching storyline mystery is kind of related to Sungjae's past and with the FBI. So that opened up a little bit more. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's like, yeah, so yeah. At this point, it feels like we know everything about Malcolm. But, you know, Sungjae is the mystery box that keeps unfolding. And I truly enjoyed it. I'm so glad I read this. I love this series so much. Anyway, I'm tired. So, finished clearing off my bed. I half-assed it with the sheet. I got one. And I'm just gonna lay with that. I'm afraid to lay it down because I'll fall asleep. The audiobook has been keeping me awake, and okay, now I don't have that anymore. Wish me luck. I got 115 pages or so left of Us, and yeah, this is one of the more text dense, of course, graphic novels. So yeah. Oh, I'm struggling. Maybe I should not have gotten onto the covers yet. I do have some music playing for reading, not for sleeping. Well, for focus, but like now, like let's keep like. Anyway, I made it to page 86 of 145. I'm just like, what else is there? What more do you have to say? It's not that I don't like it. It's just, why? Why? Also, I'm remembering now, I've done, like, the 48-hour rounds of Bookoplathon where I barely slept. And that's how I should have treated this. Short books, but I really wanted to attempt at 300 pages in one day. And, like, I know I could do it, but I really have to have nothing else. It's Witchcraft. I think it was 248 pages or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, wake myself up a bit. I've been having tea with honey in it, hoping the sugar would help, but that's not keeping me. I just, like, yeah. I think if I want to finish this, I'm gonna have to take a break and find something lively to do or watch. So let's see. Hello. Now we are back to wrap this up. This whole challenge, and I didn't do bad at all. I may share a graphic or not, but so the books I read were Cat Gamer, Volume 2, and I'm giving this, if it will show me, because I don't remember, 4 stars. And then I read It's Witchcraft, Book 5 in Criminal Intention series by Cole McCade, and giving that 5 stars. I finished Us by Sara Soler at 2 something in the morning. I don't remember. And I don't think I'm going to do this again. I watched a couple of other people's 24-hour reading vlogs where they either try to stay up the full 24 hours or they're doing it like we did for HRCYED, and you try to stay up as long as possible. And like the last book that you're reading, that you're finishing, it's like you're so tired you just want it to be over. I wasn't aware, like I said, that Us was nonfiction. So, I definitely felt maybe 80% of the way through that I was like, what more is there to say? It looks like the story has been told. Basically, it was about both of the women becoming aware fully of their sexuality and also their sexualities, and also how they were going to deal with that, how they dealt with coming out, and different people's reactions and how the world sees them and all of that stuff, and adding into the fact that they were already in a relationship prior, so an established relationship, if you will. So yeah, had I known it was nonfiction, I would have read Us first in the morning and then Cat Gamer at night. But that being said, like the ending wasn't superfluous. I just felt like there were several points where it was like, it felt like it was wrapping up. We've told the story, and then they would come back. Like the narrative was slowing down, chilling out, plateauing, if you will, and then it seemed like to take off again. And I was just like, what else? What else is there? I don't know if that was the writing or my sleeping. So this is not going to get a 5-star for me. But with that caveat, and I'll put that in my written reviews on Storygraph, etc. But definitely a 4.5 stars. The art is, I mentioned that probably, I think. I loved it. Sara is the illustrator as well as one of the people in the story. And to clarify, they are Spanish from Spain, or in Spain. That came up several times. Place names and things like that came up within the memoir. So It was very interesting. I think the description kind of puts all of the weight of the storytelling on one woman's figuring out her sexuality and gender, and less on the other. And we have bisexual rep in here, and realization and coming out, as well as trans realization and coming out and whatnot, and also asexual rep, demisexual in particular. It was very interesting. I liked how they did go into talking to various family members and friends and different people's reaction types. I appreciated how there was, like, the beginning, a sort of, this is how we're gonna tell this story, explanation. No, I don't want to say disclaimer, because some of the stuff was like, yeah, there's some people, because of the way they reacted, or because they don't want, to be pointed out as people we know, we have, like, this I forget what the word was used, but, like, this unidentifiable human-shaped figure, so you don't know who they are in their real lives. You wouldn't, as fans or other people who know them, you wouldn't be able to figure out exactly who that person was. Though I think the two roommates kind of... But anyway, it was good. And yeah. So the last book, which I didn't finish, but I did get to, and I think that Stephanie Qwerty said that we just count how many pages we've read from said book. But welcome to Hyunam-dong Bookshop. I'm still not finished. I only got 44 pages read of it. As I said, it was just a little too dense for a 24-hour readathon, when especially I am in the middle of doing things. So, no rating for that. I guess total books read and attempted for total pages 648, because I'm gonna do this. So I went on Goodreads to figure out how many pages It's Witchcraft is, because I want a story graph to figure out how many pages It's Witchcraft is, because I listened to the audio. Remember in the beginning, earlier I said it's over 200 pages, but I think it's under 300, because I had looked it up before, and I did look at the digital version, which, FYI, this is an indie published series. You can get it through Amazon or directly from the author. And there's paperback versions now, directly from the author. And that is what I noticed. So it says 304 pages. And I was trying to low-key accomplish the goal from HRCYED 1's 24-hour readathon to have a book that was 300 pages or more. And so technically I accomplished that. Yay! So with the right book, I can do 300 pages plus more in a day. I just had not attempted to do so before, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna count the 304 rather than the 2-something that it says for the Amazon digital, because a version, the same content of the book. Yes. All right. I started at 9:25 a.m. The 25th, I believe, and I finished on 2:24 a.m. on the 26th. The only reason I know that is because I still had some brain power to film a little clip at the end there. Because the next day I was like, I know it was after 2, I was reading Us, and it was getting to almost 2 a.m. and I was like, that was my mental cutoff time, but I was falling asleep. I kept like, yeah, what's this? And then I was like, no, this is ridiculous. Like, that's why I said I felt like the narrative kind of plateaued, like it was almost over, and then there would be more. So I was like, I made myself get up and sit up and like take a couple deep breaths, drink a little bit of water, because I was like, whatever it is, it's not that much left. And it wasn't. It was a few pages, but I was... So those falling asleep points were not like even 10 minutes long, probably not even 5 minutes, but I conked out as soon as I was done. But total reading time, 16 hours and 59 minutes, almost 17 hours. So under 24, right? More than I wanted. But actual reading time from when I started to pick up, because I know I started this vlog at like 9 a.m., but then I went to Nicole's sprints and she was chit-chatting. So yeah, I did it. I have accomplished another HRCYED 2.0 prompt, and for the first time, a 24-hour reading challenge, readathon, whatever, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed all of the books, which is also amazing, and I can't wait to finish the welcome to Hyunam-dong Bookshop. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe. If you're new, hit the notification bell so you know when the next one is coming. Don't know, at this point, I'm filming this, I still have HRCYED 1 videos to post, and I've already got content films for HRCYED 2 prompts. So when they come, they come. Whether it's a HRCYED, it'll be a HRCYED video. But yeah, guys, links in the description to any other creators I mentioned, and the list of the books that I read, and links to my Etsy shop and my Instagram and my Patreon, where you can purchase some autumn items. I'm gonna be having a sale soon. I don't know when this is going up, but what else I want to say? You can find some exclusive videos on my Patreon. You can also find this video ad-free and early access, if you saw it already, but ad-free on the Patreon, if that is something that works for you. Go check it out. But yeah, there are some exclusive bookish videos in other tiers, as well as journaling content, and other stuff on my Patreon, both free follow and paid. So check it out, see what works for you. Guys, thank you as always so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.